Elena is finally coming to Street Fighter 6. As a result, a lot of newcomers are wondering who Elena even is. So today, I'm taking it upon myself to make everyone educated. Let's jump straight into this. This is Elena. She was born in Kenya and is roughly 6 freaking feet tall.
Hello there.
She's a princess by day, student by night, and her fighting style is K-Pora. But how did she come about? Well, during the development of Street Fighter 3, Capcom was thinking of a new continent for a character to originate from. Once they settled on Africa, no, Africa is not a country, they decided to make the fighter female to avoid the stereotypical Street Fighter stern male. K-Pora was chosen due to the Capcom team imagining her with long arms and long legs, so she might as well put them to use in how she fought. According to Elena's creator Akira Yasuda, she was designed to be an African Yuki Uchida, who was a Japanese idol. Elena was originally envisioned to use a long spear. I'm very glad they didn't commit to that, since I literally cannot imagine her with one and I think it was a little bit too much.
Let's go.
Elena is a princess of an East African nation that has a cultural tradition of fighting. Her father Jafari is the chief of the region and a traditional healer who also qualified in France for a doctorate degree in medicine. She has a mother named Amina and a brother named Marcus. Elena wants to travel across the world and see everything there is to see. This being due to her personality, in which she's super cheerful. Elena is an incredibly animated person and is always cheerful because that's just who she is. This can be seen in her animations in Street Fighter 3, in which she is very obviously rotoscoped and looks completely different from the entire cast. She sticks out like a sore thumb in the best way possible. Also, a fun fact, one of her win animations was rotoscoped off of a music video named Just a Gigolo by David Lee Roth from 1985. Elena studied as an exchange student in Japan during Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, where she met her best friend Narumi. She later continued those studies in France during Third Strike, where she most likely is currently in Street Fighter 6.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Due to Street Fighter being the way it is, Street Fighter 4 comes before Street Fighter 3, so we'll be covering her story from 4 first. One day, while having a sparring match with her brother Marcus, Elena begins to sense danger from the surrounding trees. Her father Jafari ends up agreeing with her, saying he'd already discussed the matter with the shaman. Eventually to determine that a bringer of death once walked amongst their people. The seeds of sadness this individual has proceeded to sow around the world have caused the trees to respond with strange noises. These noises, presumably detectable by those with a strong connection to nature, such as Elena and the shaman, are implied to be the source of her discomfort. Believing that this person is associated with the upcoming SIN tournament, he then reveals that he had decided to enter her into it. As a result of being head of the tribe, he then commands her to observe the fighters, and thus determine the truth. Elena cheerfully accepts his command, to her brother's complete surprise, and after the tournament, Elena tells her father about all the friends she made along the way. She recalls her experiences, dancing with Blanca, sampling El Fuerte's cooking, having an afternoon tea party with Dudley, and taking a photo of herself with a relatively chill Akuma. Off topic for a second, I love the fact that Elena has canonically met Akuma, wasn't afraid of him at all, and just took a selfie with him, and he was completely chill with it. I think that is hilarious. She eventually resolves to travel the world and become friends with people from every country. With that, she decides to head to Japan for her next trip. The last scene showing a close-up of Sakura, which probably implies that she was the one who guided Elena through Japan, helping her feel at home.
Here comes a new challenger!
In her original ending, Elena ends up being transferred to a high school in Japan as an exchange student, where she eventually befriends a young Japanese girl named Narumi, and she writes home to her parents about her experiences, making sure they know about all the weird crap she got up to in Japan, and some strange faces she met. She met a guy who doesn't shower, a half-naked man, and a girl who thinks she's a ninja.
Now, find a new rival.
In Third Strike, a year has passed since Elena has left Japan to study abroad in France during the new year. Before beginning her studies again, Elena decides to street fight once again to seek some new friends. In her ending, Elena writes back to her Japanese friend Narumi after returning to France from spending her summer vacation in Japan, and invites Narumi to visit her in Africa during her winter vacation. Elena is exploring around in France, stating that it's going to be a lot of hard work to continue her studies, but she can definitely handle it.
Here comes a new challenger.
From the couple of seconds we have seen of Street Fighter 6 Elena at the time of making this video, she's gotten a redesign that's very faithful to her character. Her new look features a small white sports bra and zebra-striped white pants, held at the waist by a red rope with sandals with red straps and white ribbons tied around her heels. Her hair also appears longer. In my opinion, it's kind of like a mix of her old bikini design, but now with clothes. Because before, Elena was the most revealing female character in Street Fighter, as a result of her just kind of rocking a bikini, though most likely Elena will receive her original outfit as an outfit too, for those who want to keep it as close to Street Fighter 3 as possible. And that's all of Elena's story at the time making this video. I hope I actually helped you guys learn something today, and maybe you're even interested in maining her now? Please do. It's lonely over here being an Elena main. Hey you. Yeah, you, I'm talking to you. You should subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subscribers. Pretty please with cherries on top.